who ruled India before the British? According to the NCERT books and the Marxist historians, it was the Mughals who ruled India before the British. But in reality, that's not true. In fact, if you were to state the reality, you would be instantly labeled a Hindutva fascist or some sort of a history revisionist, and everything that you said would be dismissed. But the truth we shall seek, and for this we shall go to the British sources. So the book we are going to refer to is titled Bombay 1885 to 1890, a study in Indian administration, written by a certain William Wilson. So in this particular passage, he clearly tells us who was ruling India before the British. He writes, "On the other hand, the Marathas of the Bombay Presidency were essentially both a conquering and a governing race in India. It was they who gave the coup de grace to the Mughal Empire and who pounded to pieces the states which that empire left behind." So right away he clearly says that the Marathas were the governing race in India when the British arrived, and it was the Marathas who pounded, now this is a very strong word, they pounded the Mughal Empire to pieces and whatever was left behind. He continues, "On the ruins, they very nearly succeeded in erecting a Hindu empire of their own. The provinces which they did not seize upon and actually subjugate to their own authority, they laid under a heavy tribute." Again, as clear as the day, they almost built their own Hindu empire, and even when they didn't directly govern a certain province, they taxed it heavily and put it under a heavy tribute. He writes, "The British did not conquer India from the Mughal emperors, nor did they conquer India chiefly from the revolted Mohammedan viceroys of those emperors. The final British conquest of India, apart from the Punjab, was mainly affected by 3 wars with the Marathas and by the subjection of the 5 Maratha houses who had parcelled out the provinces of the great Mughal." Now he's clearly saying that it was after the 3 wars with the Marathas that the British won over India and got to rule it. He ends with, "The destruction of the Maratha power not only gave us the larger part of the Bombay Presidency but also removed the last rival for the overlordship of India." So there is no denying this. This is from a British source, from a book that was published in 1892, which clearly states that the British won India from the Marathas and not the Mughals.